Careful. Okay.
Nothing but
I had nothing but good things to say. I was only saying good things, but still not necessarily on Facebook kind of things. So hopefully everyone can hear me all right. I do understand that I might appear pixelated.
No, it's good on my end now.
It looks okay. Looks okay. So far, so good. It's Monday, guys. And you know what that means? It means that Felicia and I are going to come talk to you because we have nothing better to do. No, we have learned to really enjoy this. And
we have tons to do.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest. Yeah. That was not true. We have a whole lot to do. We both got to pack and move. Anyway, long story short, we love coming here every Monday, and we really have made it a habit. And that's how this whole thing started out. We called it Habit Hacks, Healthy Habit Hacks. And we were all about habits. And it kind of evolved, like we were almost going to name our show like Healthy Habit Hacks. And it was all about hacks. Then we kind of started not loving the name hacks because it kind of denotes a shortcut or, you know, like a trick. And we're all about like how to change, like for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for real. And make some lasting changes that aren't just a trick and aren't just a shortcut, but are like getting to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
So then stop doing the hacks. Go.
Well, I was just going to say, what's cool about that is that we've always been that way. The hacks, I mean, you know, that's a popular name. It's fun. It's a way to do so many things at once. So we're still in that realm. We just like real stuff. We like real.
Yeah. But what I was going to say was like, we kind of evolved from talking only about hacks. Like first it was like fasting and then cold showers, like how to like hack your brain. And then we would just start talking about life and what people were going through. And then it seemed like that resonated with people. So what I was getting around to was just that we kind of go with what's relevant and happening at the moment and what resonates most with people. And that's what we try to do anyway. And that's why Felicia wouldn't let me talk about death. So she's like, you're getting too dark. So like, just because it's resonating with me, you know, we're all going to die one day. She's like, I think everybody knows that. So anyway, we try to just bring some type of education, value, and content that's going to help you with your health and with your actual life that you can apply right now. So that's what we're here to do. Last week, we were talking about our favorite ways to use oils that maybe you guys weren't as familiar with, because you've heard a lot of things. Like we did a thing just on hair, just on skin. And if you're looking for those, you can dig back through the videos on this page. But today we thought, let's talk about some DIYs. Like, okay, when I first started I am not like a crafty person. You know, there's people that have everything in their house they made and it's all crafty and it's all that is not me at all.
Yeah.
Where do you fall on that spectrum?
No, I'm not crafty.
No?
I'm creative though. So sometimes people they're like, oh, I didn't know you were crafty. I'm like, I'm not crafty. I'm creative. So sometimes I can, you know, do something and it's like, oh, I kind of surprised myself. But then I'm kind of done. So I'm on to the next or whatever. So
like, can we get some more of that? Nope.
My family hates it. They're like, so you don't know what this beard oil is? This feels so good. This feels so good. I like this. But you don't know what, you don't know what it.
But as soon as they try it, they better ask you what's in it quick.
I've gotten better. I've gotten better. I actually put that recipe down that I was like, I'm gonna throw something else together. And he was like, nope, go back to. So I did write that one down. I've gotten better because you've like helped me to understand. Like people want to know exactly what you did. They don't want you talking about just throw that and throw that. No, I want to know what you did. So I've gotten better.
Yeah.
That's one and done. I am like on to the next. We have so much to try.
It's true. It's true. And that's part of what we want to talk about. It reminds me of my mom. She would cook and I'd be like, so how do you make that? She's like, you throw stuff together. And I'm like, but I don't. What stuff? Whatever you have. I'm like, So it does help though to lighten up, ease up, and know that you can mix stuff up. Like it doesn't have to be by the book. And that's part of what we wanted to talk about tonight, because we are going to share some of our favorite like DIYs, things. I do not like call myself a DIY person, but the more it started with my daughter's skin. She was having some skin issues in California. It seemed like when we moved from Colorado to California, the hard water, whatever it was, her skin was just a mess. And, we were doing the gut stuff, but I'm like, what's going on with this? I call it snake skin. Like her skin looked like snake skin. And I'm like, my baby, she was only like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So I started getting crafty. I started mixing up stuff, looking up salves and arrowroot powder and beeswax pellets and melting them down. I was doing it because I was like, I got to find a way to get this snake skin back to my baby's smooth skin.
Yeah.
And I did. And that taught me that sometimes you need to get crafty. So that's what we
need to bring your craftiness out.
You got there might not, like, for me, I'd be like, oh, let me go to the store before I go about natural, holistic herbs and essential oils. Like I used to just be like, oh, there's a product I'm sure that I could go to the pharmacy and it'll be the cream that's going to solve the problem. And I learned that early on with my daughter, that was not the case. And it was very frustrating because I wanted that fix. So, but there's always like, you can always figure it out, which is so cool.
Yep.
So anyway,
and we already have a question before we started. So Marcy wants to know about you want a good DIY hand scrub, but they all seem to have sugar. Girl, go for it. And if you don't like that feel, then do salt next time. But yeah, the sugar is fine. She says that seems odd because we shouldn't have sugar. You mean you don't have any in your house? Or you should. It's fine on to have it on your skin. It's a great exfoliant. Great. I love sugar scrubs. It is not. It can be salt scrubs can be a little bit drying, and they're fine too if you whip it up right. So go ahead with sugar.
Yeah, and chemically and solubility wise, the sugar's not going to absorb into your skin and then into your blood and raise your blood sugar. So that's important to know. And you are going to rinse it off.
Coffee too. Yep. All the scrubby things.
Yep. I have lots. I'm a baker, she said.
Oh, that's right. That's right. She is.
But there are things that are not good for you. So my first thing that I'm going to talk about is a stain remover. I talked about it in my Level Up group, my exclusive group. And everybody's like, what's the recipe? Because I used to use I shouldn't name it. I used to use another stain remover. And I looked at the back of it and I'm like, oh, this is not a good thing to use, but it works so well. It gets the stains out. And anytime there was a stain, I told Leslie, go get me that bottle. And, she knew she would bring it. And if we got a stain on something, and then I started saying, this is not a good thing to be putting on spraying it. I'm spraying it on furniture. I'm spraying it on our clothes. So I found this recipe, and the moral of the story is I tweaked it. So you can tweak stuff.
Yeah.
Guess what? You can tweak it. So what it is a 1/4 cup. Okay, so you're going to use like a 16-ounce glass bottle. I should have one in here to show you. But you're going to use like a 16-ounce glass bottle. That's a spray bottle. and you don't want to use plastic when you're using essential oils. So you're going to put a 1/4 cup vegetable glycerin. So that's the thing that you might have to go out and get. Not everybody has vegetable glycerin laying around. I did happen to have it actually from my mom. After my mom died, she had just baskets of every single thing you possibly imagine. And I might need some of this stuff. So I carted it to my house. Lo and behold, most of the stuff I have used. So she had vegetable glycerin. You put a 1/4 cup of that, a 1/4 cup of Castile soap or liquid soap. I like to use the plain Castile soap. 1 tablespoon of baking soda, and feel free if anybody wants to put this in the comments because everyone's going to ask me to repeat it. I'll start over. 1/4 cup vegetable glycerin, 1/4 cup Castile soap, 1 tablespoon baking soda. And then this is where the recipe had called for 20 drops of lemon essential oil, but what I did was I did 15 drops of lemon essential oil and I did 15 drops of eucalyptus because I have in the past used eucalyptus essential oil just for getting a stain out just by itself with a little bit of carrier. And it's worked. So 30 drops of essential oil total, 15 of lemon, 15 of eucalyptus, fill to the top with filtered water. So once you get that done, you'll have space left. The recipe said like a cup. It depends on how much space you have left. Whatever you have left, fill it up with filtered water. And there is your stain remover. I have used that. I cannot believe the stains that gets out. Like it gets everything out. Yeah.
Awesome.
Just can't lick your hands. Nope. Sugar scrub. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say you probably don't want to lick with this either, but she was talking about.
Yeah, she was back there.
You guys over there having jokes in the comments. Okay, I see how you guys do it. It works. So things like, everyone has figured something out. If you Google it, somebody has done some kind of DIY, crafty Pinterest.
Everything.
Play with it. You can play with it. Okay, your turn.
Okay. The one you brought up last week, and I call it Busting Concrete Serum.
Oh, that's right.
And I haven't made any in a while. So I was thinking, ooh, and this is a 10 mil roller, and you literally roll it on. Mm-hmm. And you can add this, this is where you can mix it up. You can add it to a homemade body butter or a fragrance-free lotion. So you can get some more spreading room depending on if you want to, if you want it to be more soothing to your feet. Okay, so here it is. 10 mil roller, 15 drops of yarrow palm. Y'all get that yarrow palm out. 5 drops of tea tree. 5 drops of citronella. 5 drops of summer savory. 5 drops of linseed. 3 drops of lemongrass. Now, I already know what some of y'all are going to say. I don't have no summer savory and I don't have no linseed. Do it without that. Add something else in there that you like, so you like the scent of it. Mm-hmm. And I'll put the color, the graphic of this in the in the thread here in the comments.
When I made mine, so yes, I needed this. My daughter told me I needed to clean up my feet. I did have some summer savory, but I was like, I'm stingy because I had my summer savory and I wanted it for something else. And I used thyme instead. So I kind of looked up, like the properties, and I'm like, thyme is very, like what the summer savory, like thyme, it's almost like it's gonna exfoliate. It's going to like peel, almost like a chemical peel, that extra skin. So thyme is a good replacement if you don't have summer savory for that one. Just
yes,
FYI.
for feet, Shelly. Yep, on the heels, especially if you just want to roll it there. Repeat roller. I'm gonna put a picture. 15 yarrow palm, 5 tea tree, 5 citronella, 5 summer savory, 5 linseed, 3 lemongrass.
Because can we get linseed?
Now we can, can't we?
We can get linseed.
Yeah.
It's just
summer savory.
You can substitute thyme for summer savory if you don't have it, and then let's see what you can get. That works. That stuff works. You do. I did have to use it for like a week. You know, it's not gonna work overnight when your feet are busted.
And you've been out there busting them bricks. If your feet looks like you've been busting concrete bricks.
But it's not like I walk around barefoot or anything. I'm like, how did my feet? I just think I just haven't taken the care that I should take for my feet.
Yeah.
You know, my husband's feet are all smooth and soft like a baby. I'm like, how is his feet like that? And mine.
Do you take care of his?
No, he takes
care of his own.
He takes care.
He is not playing.
He is known for it. In our wedding talk, his father gave our wedding talk. He talked about Glenn's time in the shower in the bathroom. Okay. Glenn is known for taking good care of his body. Okay. So, all right, my turn.
Oh yes, you top off with fractionated coconut oil. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, always. Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Whatever carrier.
Castile would be good. Not Castile. Is it cat? What is the oil like?
Castor
oil.
Your favorite
oil is soap.
I was like, your favorite oil? Serious? That is your favorite oil.
Whose favorite oil?
Castor oil. That's your favorite. Like you. That is your mom.
I know. Could you believe that? I'm like, Castile.
I just had a brain. Okay, you guys are is somebody putting this in this comments for everyone else? That would be really, really nice. Okay, so the other thing, so switching up gears, I just was I'm moving to body now. But we were body, so I'm moving to puffy parts of the body. I was just helping someone with a really swollen knee, so like a puffy knee, and puffy. Like when I looked at the knee, I'm like, okay, if I had a needle right now, I would pull that up. So it wasn't just puffy, you know, in the skin. It was probably what we call the synovial fluid that lines the joint, like that was inflamed. There's puffiness in there. So I was like, okay, we're gonna layer puffy, swollen. We're gonna layer cypress. We're going to then layer lemon. First of all, you start with a carrier, okay? Because we're gonna do lemongrass. Remember, lemongrass you have to always dilute because it can sensitize. So we do a light layer of carrier. We're going to put cypress, rub all over the knee, or the elbow, or the ankle, whatever's puffy, or the whole lower leg, that's puffy. Then layer lemongrass, then cedarwood, and then grapefruit. And then you're going to put a little bit of carrier right on top to seal that in. So you guys, if you're layering, it depends on how big the area is. So exact drops, I'm not going to say. If you have a little knee, you know, you're working on a little knee, put a drop or two. If you're doing a whole lower leg, you might need to put 5, 6, 7 drops of each one. But the key is to layer cypress first, lemongrass, cedarwood, then grapefruit. So as we're sitting there, we're looking at the swell and go, like it's going down. That is the coolest thing, and I've done that with my husband before too. Cypress is what really will be like, ooh, yeah.
I've seen cypress. My son hit his head. Jacoby hit his head and had like, you know, one of those big like goose eggs that come up quick. And then I put cypress on it, and by the time I moved my hand, it was down. We were like, so my other son was like, "What did it? It's gone." It was like that fast. So yeah, you gotta have cypress. I was listening to you, but I'm looking over here at questions, and I'm trying. Someone's asking for a hair growth recipe, so I'm trying to find, because I didn't bring that tonight, but I have plenty of those. So.
Oh yeah, and we were using henna, and we were using what's the other powder? The amla. The henna.
Yeah, amla, and I got a bunch of powders and.
Oh yeah. So thank you, Shelly, for putting the Concrete Busters recipe up for us. I'm sure that was very much requested.
Concrete feet, girl, you got concrete feet.
Concrete feet. Concrete feet. Yeah, so if you want to look up something for that, I can go to another one.
Yeah, go to
the
another
other thing is, and then other times you'll have recipes that you'll find, like, for instance, I really want to start using essential oils for laundry soap. And I kept finding borax. I don't want to use borax because I've done research on borax and I don't like, it'll say borax is not good to ingest. It can be poisonous. If you get too much of it, you can eat it. Well, if that's the way it is, do I really want to make laundry detergent with the borax? If it's
like, nah, I don't want that.
Yeah. So there are recipes for laundry detergent that just have like just super simple, but super effective. I cannot say that I've tried it yet, but I did find a really cool laundry detergent recipe that you can try if you want to try it. I'm just bringing up the fact that you can switch stuff out. If you find a recipe that you don't like, an ingredient, don't use the ingredient. Don't put borax in it if you don't want borax in it. This specific one has hot water, baking soda, salt, and Castile soap, literally. And the person who has posted this recipe was like, it is effective, it works, it gets our clothes clean. You do not need a ton of different recipes just because, it sounds good.
Yeah. Okay.
You ready?
I found something. This one is kind of funny, but Nadine asked. This one is called Where Your Edges, Sis. So let me explain that.
Where do they go? Where they say?
Where your edges, sis. Where your edges go. So it's really for growing back hair and for taking care of your scalp, supporting the scalp, supporting the blood flow, and all of that. So that's why I named it Where Your Edges Is. This is one of my favorites, and I do this. I always have a bottle of like 4-ounce spray bottle, and you can have 10 drops lavender, 5 drops rosemary, 5 drops green mandarin, 3 drops melaleuca, 3 drops cedarwood, 3 drops patchouli, 3 drops frankincense, a tablespoon of fractionated coconut oil, and then you top it off with distilled water. And you have that in a spray bottle. And you spray you can spray your hair, you can spray your scalp. I even set my makeup. I even sprayed my face. I use any of my oils like that, any of mine like that. I usually use it on my face too. And it's a great pick-me-up, and it's also good to do that. You can do that every night or at least a few times a week. Spray especially if you're thinning in certain areas, or you got, if you deal with, if you wash every other night or whatever, you can do that the night before. Spray that in your scalp, massage your scalp with a scalp massager. You guys have heard me talk about this stuff before. I'm all about the scalp massager. Massage your scalp, and then you can wash your hair in the morning. You watch the difference in your hair. It's awesome.
Did you say? Did you say castor oil, or what oil did you say?
I said a tablespoon of fractionated coconut oil.
Okay, fractionated coconut oil.
Yep.
Okay.
And so I actually made that and measured it out, and because I don't do that, I just because I've had bigger jugs before, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna set my makeup, and it's like, oh, that one had a little bit more oil in it. When I'm like, oh, my mascara. So
Tara, Where Your Edges, Tara said they said retreat. The edges.
Where your edges, sis. Yeah.
Okay, so apparently you need to say it one more time.
Okay. And I'm going to put the pictures in there. I'm looking right at these. That's why I'm excited. Okay. Do you want me to say it one more time still?
Yeah. Several people asked for one more time.
Okay. 10 lavender, 5 rosemary, 5 green mandarin, 3 tea tree, I should say, 3 cedarwood, 3 patchouli, 3 frankincense, tablespoon of fractionated coconut oil. Top off with distilled water. Yeah, Valerie. I know you're not asking me that. I know you're not asking me that.
No, she's telling you. She's telling you.
Yeah, she is telling you. Yes, girl, use whatever oil you want to use.
Yeah, I love sweet almond oil.
Me too.
And I love castor oil, especially for like the edges. I would love castor because castor is known for helping regrow hair. So like that's castor oil with rosemary and those other ones you said.
That's in a couple of my concoctions. I'll put them in the closet, in the dark closet, and let them just brew with the herbs and oils. And then I'll pull them out, and I don't know what they are, so I don't say much about them. Like, I don't know what this is. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. But I know I'll like something the next time too.
And you don't know what
Valerie is very thick, which is awesome. So some people, they can actually use it at their ends or for flyaways and things like that. So, just know that when you're mixing it up, start with a little bit, add a little more if you like. Puffy joints. It works just to force me to let her put it on me.
Okay, so I said someone. Now she's admitting who it was, so I can say who it was.
I didn't even make that connection. I just thought, because we use stuff on everybody, so I thought she was doing all of us.
But I'm like, I always be calling her out, so I'm like, I'm not going to call her out. But she had her.
Part of the deal when I moved to Colorado.
It's like I was experimented on. It was my mom. It used to be my mom. My mom got experimented on all the time.
Oh,
so now mother-in-law gets to be my project. I was like, sit down. Have a seat. I did not Quinister. I said, have a seat. Let me see.
Funny.
Okay.
I don't know why I don't chat. I don't get to chat. I can chat.
Okay, so the next one you just said one, yeah. The next one I have this is something that my husband actually came and found because we have in our bathroom, we rent this house, like 20 years old, and up in the upstairs bathroom, I guess this is like a very typical problem, mold in your bathroom. And so like in the shower, in the corners, like just mold, right? So I'm like, he did his little research and made a spray with vinegar, tea tree, eucalyptus, and lemon. And he just sprayed the vinegar, like cleaning vinegar, tea tree, eucalyptus, and lemon. And I don't know how many drops of each that he put in there, but he just left it overnight, and like pretty much in the morning it was gone. And then he just wiped it. Mm-hmm. So it hasn't come back. Like, we haven't, it was there for a while. We're like, we should probably do something about it.
That's awesome.
It was just sitting there for a while. So yeah, it's been gone. It hasn't come back. So that's the mold. Ooh. And then I have one more.
Shelly's got some good good eyebrow one and good castor oil. Yes, I have some good castor oil, and I got some Jamaican black castor oil, but I have to work with it because it doesn't smell that great. Yeah, I have to work with it, but I love to use it.
The castor oil I got came with a little thing for your eyebrows, and it came with one for your eyelashes. It came like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you pour the castor oil, and I added rosemary. But here, I just got it like a week ago. So I took before pictures, so I'm going to take after.
Oh.
And see how your eyebrows change.
Wow. Cool.
That'll be interesting.
Okay, can I say another one?
Of course, it's your turn.
This one, I had fun naming this one. It's called Blue Thang Serum. These names. I don't know what I was doing that night of late, I guess. Like, oh, I'm going to make up.
You were being yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so this is really good for your face, and you would use it. You can put it underneath your moisturizer, AM and PM. You figure out, what works. I would try it at night first. It's 10 drops blue tansy, 10 drops yarrow palm, 3 drops frankincense, 3 drops copaiba, and a 10 ml. And then you want to top it off with fractionated coconut oil or jojoba would be good. Jojoba would really be good for you to do it on for your face. I like jojoba.
Okay, you said that really fast. Okay. Even I didn't Write it down.
10 blue tansy, 10 yarrow palm, 3 Frankie, 3 copaiba,
Okay.
and then top off with your favorite oil. It would be good to jojoba would be good. Any of them would be good, whatever you like.
So that's going to really be blue because one drop of blue tansy, that's why you call it blue thing, because one drop of blue tansy is going to be blue. Then you add the yarrow palm, that's blue.
Yeah, and it goes away, but it is blue. It looks pretty in the bottle. Mm-hmm. And I made these a long time ago. It's over a year, and I had already made them way before that, but I actually posted it. I see the date here. That was December 28th when I posted it, but I had been like that concrete buster. I must have made it when we first got Summer Savory, or you know what I mean?
Probably.
You start playing. I always start playing with the oils when the ones that we are we're getting.
Yeah. So when you say
for about 2 minutes.
When you say the blue thing, you're talking about a 10 ml roller ball?
Yeah.
Okay, just double checking. All right. Okay, so then
you know what I like? I showed you guys these before, but I like these. This is what we have on our everybody has on their in the kitchen. I mean, not in the kitchen, on the bathroom counter. And then you have a serum. Mm-hmm. And then you can just drop some in. I don't really like rolling things on my, but you know what I mean? Like I like to drop stuff, but you can use a roller. I've done that too, but my preference.
I prefer what you just showed because for that same reason, you're kind of rolling it back over and over your face. Where you can, like you said, you can put it under moisturizer, add it to a moisturizer. You can.
I do this a lot. I do this for my scalp things. I do it, and I'll even just use. You know how you can reuse one of these bottles and put a dropper on it. I love to do that because, I just like the droppers and some of my rollers. Like my liquid light, I saw is cloudy because I put it in this really cute bottle, but I roll it, so it's like it gets cloudy. I don't like that, but I love the bottle, so I went ahead and it's just mine to use. I don't share it with anybody, but you hate to see cloudies.
No. So Valerie says she's never tried blue tansy. That's understandable. It's $95, right? For a 5 ml.
Yeah,
so a lot of people haven't tried blue tansy for that reason. The cost prohibitive, but it's a great one to save up your points to get. Or like, so I always tell people if there's a month when there's like a 200 PV promotion where if you spend 200 you get stuff free, like get that and then get all your free stuff. Because that's my next thing, Shelly. I'm gonna do liquid light, but that blue tansy, oh my goodness, you guys, I use it in my Superwoman blend. 1 drop. It is so incredible for your skin. It is so incredible for your mind. It is worth $95 for 5 ml, and like you can literally make it spread so far. How cute is that? What is that?
Not cute. It's just a little dropper that I was like, not thinking because you can't really send oils to people, and then it has this plastic dropper on the top. So I'm like, what am I going to do with this thing? So I got to figure out. I bought a lot of them because they are the cutest little droppers. But I have to send the oil separate, and then they have to put it, because it'll roll back in there. It turned the whole top. I put it in there, and it turned the whole lid blue.
Okay.
The whole dropper. The dropper was blue. She was asking for what I had my liquid light in. I have it. I'll put a picture of that too. But yeah, you guys, there's fun bottles everywhere. So you can get some.
And Felicia will find them. And one time she gave me a gift of these beautiful bottles. They were like ombre, and they were all different colors. So that's how I get my pretty bottles from Felicia.
I have my eye for them.
I have like white and brown. Okay, so Shelly said she's not yelling, but She said, honestly, I'm not yelling, but do liquid light. Okay, so I actually planning on doing liquid light.
I'm gonna go grab mine so I can show her too.
Yeah,
somebody brought the bottle.
So when my mom died, I felt super sad and like just in a dark place, and like I didn't want to get out of bed, and just like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. And I started, it was, not long after Adaptive had come out, our Adaptive blend. And then not long after that, I think there was some kind of special where we got yellow mandarin, and just everything kind of came together where I was smelling different things. I'm like, I need something to make me feel like I want to get up. I need to feel stimulated. Like I will just lay here. And so I started messing around with different oils, and I figured out the blend that just made me feel so much better, like, and have some light. That's why I call it liquid light, because it makes me feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's hope. So what it is, and Felicia's going to show you what it looks like. And when you use the yellow mandarin and the Adaptive, I know if you guys have seen Adaptive, it's got a yellow tint to it. And then when you use the yellow mandarin, it's just even more yellow. So it looks like light. So it's 15 drops of Adaptive. Okay, you guys write it down, and maybe somebody could put it in the chat. 15 drops Adaptive, 15 drops Copaiba. So we know what Copaiba does. This is squirterpenes, the beta caryophyllene. So that means it's going to really help the brain. 5 drops of pink pepper. That's the stimulating part that makes you feel like, okay, move. 5 drops of frankincense, 10 drops of yellow mandarin. If you don't have yellow mandarin, use green mandarin, or you could use tangerine, clementine, but my first choice, if you don't have yellow, would be green mandarin. So it smells so good. I have one too. So you see the yellow color?
Oh, pretty.
Yeah, mine's getting yellow. But it looks yellow. It smells so good.
What's yellow in it?
The Adaptive has a yellow tint.
Oh, that's right. Well,
and so does the yellow mandarin. And so does the yellow mandarin.
Good. Can you guys see that cute little bottle? It's hard to get it too much.
All your bottles are always cute. See, mine's like.
Look at this. Look at this, you guys. How snazzy is this? So what you do, if you use Virage, then you use that lid, and you can make yourself a little something. I forgot what I had made in here. I think I had made some yarrow palms. Just you hush now. But isn't it cute? You can take that top off your.
I don't know what's in here, but it's so cute. It's so cute.
It's like it gets empty, and I go to the next. I'm like, oh, what am I gonna try? Oh, we got a new oil, and then I do something else.
Yes, in a 10 ml and top with FCO, Kathy. Yes.
And then I told you guys about using this has a little dropper, like using a dropper bottle and stuff.
Yeah, that's always great. Yeah, so Joanne, I did do that liquid light, and then I called it like something else, and I added Tulsi to it because Tulsi is an adaptogen, and so it's really cool what Tulsi will do. But Tulsi is not a regular oil that we can order regularly, so I stick with the liquid light because we can always make that. Tulsi, if you have Tulsi, go ahead and add a few drops to it. I will say it changes the smell, and it does not smell as good to me, but what it does is amazing for your brain. So then I'll put it on my feet. Yes, the Tulsi is adaptogenic. So yeah, you can add to it.
Remember, I lost what I was going to say. Tulsi, great teamwork on posting recipes. Yeah, I'll put it. I have pictures of mine, so I'm feeling really good because I'm learning to put some stuff together.
You should know when we did all that hair and skin, and people.
Yeah, I have something on my page of that because I was like, okay, before I put it up there, I better say they're gonna be like, what's going on? People love the recipes, and I love to mix. Sisters. I've been using sisters.
What's sisters? Oh, sisters.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm already like sisters is for the sisters.
I was like,
I've been saying I'm gonna make a
only sisters can use it.
graphic.
Sisters. Yeah. Sisters is amazing.
You guys had some. You guys had some in here too.
Yeah, I got it. I got my little kit of the ancient oils, or as what Felicia calls them, the anointed oils. Mine had 2 sisters in it, and I was so fortunate. They made a mistake and they gave me 2 sisters.
Instead of what? Instead of what? What did you not get?
Instead of myrrh, but then I called and I said, you forgot to give me myrrh, so they sent me myrrh. So I did get it, but I got both. So what are you doing with sisters?
Right now I had her at my desk, and I would just add a drop to whatever I was doing because I just like the way I feel, but I want to do something special with it. I don't know. So I just brought it out. It was in my bedroom, just on my shelf. And I was like, and I would use it every once in a while. And I was like, okay, time to bring it out. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet.
It smells so good, and it does. It's like when you smell it, and we all know this about the olfactory and limbic. We know that it immediately will change how you feel, but it does. It's really
y'all get y'all sisters out.
What would you say? What does it make you? How does it make you feel?
Jazzy. That's what my mom would say.
It's not like calming. It's more stimulating. It's more invigorating.
Yeah, I've been since we got it. I've been wanting to make a graphic. Sisters is for the sisters.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that.
I've been wanting to do that because it's the name. You just gotta play.
Oh yeah, this smells really good. I remember when I first smelled it. It's the one. It's probably the only one that I really liked out of the anointed oil.
Oh, there's some rough ones in there. There's some rough ones. Of course, myrrh, but holy myrtle. Is it holy myrtle or lemon myrtle? Lemon myrtle. Yeah, ain't nothing holy about it.
No, it's common, and it is common. It's common myrtle, and it
ain't no lemon about it. May need some lemon, huh?
Woo! No.
No. What's the one? Galbanum? That one is, yeah.
The hyssop, or was it galbanum? The one I put in the discomfort salve or the ultimate relief salve I made, which if you guys want, I'll post that picture too. But oh yeah, the galbanum, it kind of smells like celery or something. So I made that ultimate relief salve, and it was smelling good, and I was cooking it up, and I'm like, let me add this galbanum because it's got these good properties. Man, I had a big batch of that salve, and I didn't want to go near it. And Quinester, my mother-in-law, likes it. She likes the way it smells. Really? So she's rubbing it all over. But her husband is like, John was like, oh, and Quinester was like, I like this, and he's like, ooh. So I'm sorry, John, because Quinester, she likes the galbanum. She likes the way it smells. I'm just like,
oh, really?
And I think Glenn likes it too. I think I let him smell it. He's like, that's not bad. I'm like, it smells like something.
It's not right. It's not right. Well, I know it's right because it's good for you. But I was wearing it at nighttime. My husband was like, really? That's what I get, huh? So I had to stop. That's why I was sitting in there. And so he was like, for real, that's what I get.
Yeah. Tara is agreeing. She said she wished they would have called them anointed oils.
I keep accidentally saying it. I'm like, oh my God.
I was talking to her on the phone. She goes, yeah, the anointed oils. I'm like, you get a different scent. Like that?
You heard what you said. You heard what you said, didn't you? I'm like, did I say anointed? You're like, yes.
I wasn't able to anoint anyone, but I did get some anointed oils.
Oh my goodness!
She loves the galbanum. It's funny.
How does she love it on its own?
Yeah, she likes the way it smells. It's so
really.
Yeah, I can't call it, man. I can't call it.
Yeah, I need to pull it. I need to pull. Well, I call him. I call galbanum him. I need to pull him back out. See, dude, I
You
need
can
to
put it
sister.
out. I don't know if it's going to change anything.
I like. Any ideas on using Blue Lotus? I have 3 bottles and haven't opened them because I don't.
Oh. What?
You better open it.
You better open it. Okay, Nadine. Why?
No. Have you used any of it? I'm almost speechless. Okay, Nadine. So here's the first rule of oil users. Every oil you get, you open at least one. You got to open one because you got to experience to see what it does for you. I could talk all day about it does this, and this. But you need to see what it does for you. Don't be waiting around. Mm-hmm. Open up one. Then if you don't like it, you can figure it out with the other 2. But you got to open one.
Right. You have 3 of them. And if you don't like it, you can send those over to me.
Oh, I like this.
But the Blue Lotus has like an intoxicating, it's like with jasmine and some of the other florals. It's like a very intoxicating scent. It makes you feel really good. And most people are incredibly happy with the way it smells. I know I had 2 and I had to I'm always having to hide my oils because if Glenn finds me, he will find, if he sees me and I'm like, oh, this smells so good. He's like, which one is that? And then
it becomes his favorite, huh?
It's
all.
Or
it has a high price tag. For some reason, it's amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's like, that's the one right there. Let me see that one. Nope.
Amy said, I never thought how amazing Blue Tansy is. Yeah, it's important to experiment. Yeah, you have to experiment because guilty of never opening the florals, Brenda. Girl, opening florals.
What? Because she doesn't like the florals as much. And she said those are really strong for her. I think that was you, Brenda. So you got to.
Do we know how old Brenda is?
I don't know.
I want to say here, but if she's anywhere, I'm 50. If you're anywhere close to 50, girl, you need all them flowers, all of them. If you're anywhere close to 50, I'm just saying, you need them flowers.
You see when they had the bath and the women had flowers all.
Yes, because if you're anywhere nearing any kind of hormone issue, you need the flowers.
Mm-hmm. You put them on your feet and then put socks on. Yeah. Use them. See how that
feels. What Nadine says, I'm terrible with limited time offer oils. Never open any of them until I find recipe. Wow. What a life, girl.
What a life.
I can't imagine. Like wait until I found a recipe. But that's how I roll though. I'm like, I would have bottles everywhere. No, you crack that bad boy open, you put it on, you inhale, you throw some in the diffuser. You do that with every oil. I don't care. Even if you like the scent, you still do that because it smells different in the diffuser. Yeah. You put it on the bottom of your feet, like you, girl, Nadine, you listen.
I feel you, Nadine. I'm not using it all. I'm not going to just waste it all.
Yeah.
I'm going to save some. And then we're different because I will research and be like, okay, what is this really good for? Because if it's really like incredibly good for something for me, then I will be like, okay, I'm going to make a few roller balls with this. I'll spread it out and I'll make 3 roller balls with just the 5 ml bottle so that I have 3 of them. And then I won't feel so stingy with it. Yeah. So, and then maybe save 20 drops in the bottle and use, 10 drops to make each roller ball.
You gotta open the bottle.
But you have to open it.
Yeah.
But then you don't gotta use it all.
Yeah, and you don't have to I use a lot of oil, but I don't like tear through bottles. Every once in a while, I think Tulsi got me because I was like, "Ooh, this bad boy right here." But you got to crack the lids now. Crack the lid and inhale. Don't let them expire, Nadine. Nadine you have 1,300 points. Don't let your points expire.
Who had their? Wait a minute.
Nadine. Come on, girl. Come on now.
Nadine. 13. Now, see, the 1,300 points, what were you waiting on those for? Because that's not an oil that you have to wait to find a recipe for. That's just points that they're waiting to be spent.
Yeah, spend them bad boys.
Spend
Get you some Aroma Touch kits.
You could have Rose. You could have had Rose Absolute. But I would have had
intervention. Tara, you're right. Everybody on here, we need an oil, Nadine. We each get one. Oh my goodness.
You can't get your. What do you mean you can't get Yarrow Palm now?
She cashed them out once a year. Is Yarrow Palm out of stock?
She says she has to use them up, so that means she still has them.
Yeah,
I cash them out once a year. Okay.
She's one of those.
You one of the. That's okay. Once a year is good. You don't let them expire.
You
But
do, Nadine, but you got to open them bottles. So you about to get you a mother load of them. And then do you just pretty them up? You just put them, what do you do?
Nadine has a box and it's locked.
She's like, I will gift. Yep, gifting is always, we are, and we oilers, we do plenty of that. So I get that. But you open them bottles. Hopefully you do not have 3 bottles of the same oil. I got up to 900 points. I got scared and started using it. All you have to do is call and find out your date if that's what you're talking about. I don't know. I better use Yarrow Palm. Lisa says it's temporarily out. I just used some of my points and treated myself to rose oil. Lisa, have you used rose oil before? Here's a reality show. Essential oil hoarders. Yeah, some people are. And I don't even know what that's like because as soon as it comes in, I crack the bottles open.
Yeah, I can't save up for Rose because I just keep spending it. I had Rose a couple times, but
I have 100 extra bottles too.
My mother-in-law used hers up. I think she had several hundred that I was like, I went in her account. I'm like, oh. She's like, what? I was like, you got points here.
They don't even know, but my mom,
when she knew, she spent.
She was like, okay. So what she just said something. I just used
about Rose.
No, here's okay. Oh, what did I see?
She knows her date, April 14th.
Oh, I have about 100 extra bottles too. Okay, so Nadine. Okay, so Nadine, how long have you been with doTERRA? And do you just take care of your health and gift friends, or do you do any side business? Like, tell us what's going on here.
I'm your friend too. Don't forget, I'm your friend too.
When you order, you have to let us know what you get for free. We do want to know, and we want to know what's going to happen with them 100 bottles. I don't like Rose until it's on my skin. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Rose, but I love what it does.
No, Nadine.
I do like a lot of DIY. So you don't just open a bottle and use straight from the bottle. So you stretching them out even more because you're making DIYs, which is good. But I gotta know this. Do you like open a bottle and just be like, I'm gonna put 10 drops in the diffuser right now? Can you do that, Nadine?
I don't know.
More than 100 bottles of yeah, I have a lot of bottles too, but I have a lot of stuff moving through. Like it doesn't sit.
Tara said it. Holla if you have Aspire. Nadine, you in my Level Up group, so she did the blending workshop with us. Like she's learning about oils. I think there's probably just something about them running out, feeling like you're afraid you're gonna be out with them. And I get that. I mean, there's different people. We're all different, and some of us
we kind of need something to help us over here because we crack open and use everything up. And my husband is like, okay, when he left for his new job, I was like, oh man, he went shopping. He was like, okay, I'm gonna need me 2 or 3 Zendekrins. I'm gonna need me I was like, you and your I'm gonna need me can get out of this hallway and get out of my stuff. I'm gonna need 2 of these. I'm gonna need some green mandarin. And he kept going and kept going. I'm gonna need some Anchor, some Aspire. I was like, which is not Aspire, Anchor, and there's the other A one.
Align or
he loves Anchor, and he so I have a lot of bottles not open too. I'm getting better thanks to you, Felicia. I hope so, you guys. I hate geranium, but love what it does. Yes, and mix that geranium with some stuff.
Yep.
You guys, a fun one to use is Zendekrine. I think I put in my stories the other day. because I was in Oklahoma visiting my husband, and we had Zinder. I forgot what it was now. It's in my. I'll have to look in my highlights. It smelled so good.
Really? With Zendecrine?
Yeah, Zendercrin, On Guard, and lavender. That's what it was.
Oh, Zendecrine, On Guard, and lavender.
It smelled good. He left, Brenda. He's there. He's been there a week. My hubby, same Felicia. He gives to his coworkers all the time. He wants them well. Oh,
That's sweet.
Jesse does that too.
But yeah, think of it as like, flowers die. Like, if you think of it as like they're not going to expire, but they're meant to be used. Like that's what the flowers, they grow, they have a life, and then the flower withers and it dies, and it's kind of given its use to the world. And it's the same with essential oils. Like we have gotten the essence of that plant. Mm-hmm. It's to be used. If it's just sitting there, what a waste. All of that harvesting and those people working to harvest it, and then they go through and they get the oil and they're able to distill the oil, and then we do all the testing on it, not for it just to sit there. Like maybe that might help you, because I know it helps
to sit over at Nadine's house.
Yeah. Like, someone who goes win a lot. Oh, she's always winning too. She's one of those winners. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good that it's good that you have all the oils. You just need to use them. Yeah, because it will help you with your health. And like we were talking about last week.
So Tara, which one is different? The Zendecrine, On Guard, and lavender? Yeah, it was different. And that was just kind of on a whim. He visiting him, and he's still in a hotel. He moves out this week. And so I just put them together, and I was like, ooh, I like.
Yeah, I would never have thrown those together. I'll have to try that.
Yeah, see what you think.
Yeah, but like literally we talked about last week you could use a third of a bottle just giving yourself a full body oil massage, which is such a gift for yourself. Just that's
what I don't like about it, Nadine, is that I feel like you're missing out, because you can do whatever you want with your oils, of course, if you don't want to open them and you want to decorate with them. But I feel like you're missing out.
Yeah. Take care of yourself with those oils. Yeah. Spoil yourself.
Timeline, Lisa. See my timeline. See my page. There's a surprise there.
He's doing what he do.
What did you do with those 3? Those went in the diffuser. Just 2 of each. Y'all know I didn't count drops, but I'm going to tell you 2 of each.
Brenda bought it for years. Her family still getting a grasp of how much I use myself. I gift a lot. Yeah. How do you not? It's just you share. And then, Brenda, you tell your friends and family, you know what? You can have your own doTERRA account. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to have it. Me give it to you.
It is fun to be able to share.
Yep. Okay, Lisa lived in Tulsa 7 years ago. Okay.
Oh, wow, cool.
Good. We'll have to connect for sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we have been here. I knew this was going to be, because every time we talk about blends or recipes, or like it always goes long. We could talk all day long. The other time, I have so many more too, and I know Felicia does.
It's fun. LO, I blend like I cook. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we'll have to do another one. We'll have to do part 2. But as for tonight, it's been almost an hour to get out of here and let Felicia get some sleep. And see you guys next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. And good night.
Good night.